Hey guys, Queen Esther here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's recipe, I'm going to show you how I make my awesome chicken wings. Now, this is a combination of mango habanero and barbecue wings. Here it is. It is completely done. Those right here are the my special recipe, the barbecue with a little bit of the mango habanero, and this right here is specifically the mango habanero. My kids loved it so much, so I decided to do it so I can show you guys how I did this recipe. So if you are interested, stay tuned. Before we get started, I just want to go ahead and tell you, please don't forget to like this video, share this video, and of course, if you are new, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so I can officially welcome you to the royal family. It means a lot to me to have your support. It encourages me, so please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. So without further ado, let's get started. Make this recipe, it is super simple. I know I always say that, but really it is very simple. Here, of course, you need your main ingredient, which is the chicken. All right, this is the brand that I'm using. You can use any chicken of your choice. I will show you how I cut my chicken. All right, and to season the chicken, here's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using my chicken gnaw right here, about a teaspoon. Right, I'll use my white pepper. Now when it comes to the seasoning, I'll use my eyes to actually measure it. Usually it's about 1 teaspoon or 1.5 teaspoon. I will show you as I go through the process. I also have my smoked paprika, super good, and my roasted garlic, and my pink salt here. I also have my black pepper and my onion powder. Now these are optional. When it comes to seasoning of your chicken or anything, is always based on your taste. Okay, so this is what I will use to actually season my chicken. And now to actually make the wings, I'm going to have mango habanero sauce right here. All right, and I have hot sauce, and I also have the picante sauce hot. All right, and I also have a barbecue sauce here, and I'll show you how everything is going to come together. I'm going to show you how I cut the chicken, and then I will show you how I wash this chicken. I use my vinegar right here, my white vinegar, to actually clean the chicken, but I first want to show you how I'm going to cut this chicken. All right, now when it comes to how you cut the chicken, if you look right here, it's a wing, so a whole wing, and you can divide it. If you kind of take your knife and kind of fill in the middle here, you will see, okay, hold on, like this. That's the middle way. The knife is going to show you, but you cut it right here. Now this is the drum and this is the flat, and you can either leave it this way or simply cut it again that way. This is how usually when you go to the restaurant, they usually have it like that. Right now you have your flat and you have your drum, but it is still part of the chicken wings. All right, just want to show you guys how this works. All right, I'm going to cut everything off camera and I'll be back. I cut the chicken wings, and this is what I came up with, the flats and the drums. Okay, so I put this in the bowl here, and I'm going to put my vinegar. Now I use the top of the vinegar to literally measure it, right? And I put about 2 of that in here, and I use my hand to clean. My hands are already washed, all right, and I use my hand to actually massage it and clean it that way. I'll do this 3 times, okay, but it'll be off camera, but I just want to show you guys how I wash my chicken wing. All right guys, so the chicken has been washed and it's still in the bowl right here. I removed drain all the water. Now I'm going to begin to season my chicken wings. All right, the very first thing I'm going to use the pink salt. You can use any salt of your choice, but I simply cook with the pink salt. All right, so I'm going to simply put some over here, sprinkle some, so about a half a teaspoon, I would say. All right, and then put my onion powder, just a little sprinkle. Right, I put my white pepper. Everything is just a sprinkle, okay? So that should be about a half teaspoon. My garlic powder on here, and my paprika. Now I'm going to put a whole teaspoon, and I'm going to measure that right there for you guys. Paprika is so great. Right here, some spill in there, so putting some of that all over here. This is smoked paprika, by the way. All right, now I also have oregano. I didn't show you guys earlier, but I'm going to sprinkle some oregano powder on there and make chicken wings taste super delicious. All right, and my little bit of my chicken now. I'm going to put a little bit now. I won't put all, and then I will see based on the taste. Now when it comes to this chicken, it needs a lot of seasoning. It's not going to be salty at all, okay? Now I have my black pepper here. I'm going to sprinkle that as well over here. Now I got my gloves on, and I'm going to simply mix it very, very well, okay? Because you want to kind of twist and turn just so all the seasoning go on all of the chicken. Now when I buy chicken wings, but I simply don't like it when it's not seasoned very well. That's the reason why I love to season a chicken wings before doing this. Now when this is seasoned, what you want to do, you can leave it in the fridge for an hour, but right now I'm pressed for time and I'm cooking this for dinner, so I'm just going to go ahead and start the process of cooking it. All right, but before doing so, I'm going to show you guys the next step is to use all-purpose flour, right, and some baking powder. So I'm going to use one. I'm going to use my other hand to simply measure that. All right, I'm going to show you guys how I do this. Now this is just simply my recipe. You can do this however you want. So I'm going to put one here, and then I'm going to use a half a teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, this is going to give that little crispiness. So baking powder here, and I came across this right here is Spanish rice seasoning. All right, it's super delicious. So I'm going to use a bit of that, and I'm going to put that on my baking powder, mix it up like so, and I'm going to put that on my chicken wings. Now I won't put everything at once, just a little bit at a time based on how it is, and I'll decide what I want to use everything. So I'm going to mix it up like so, and I'm doing the whole entire wing so packed, so it's a lot. Just go ahead and put the remaining on here. All right, and voila, mix it up some more, and I will show you guys the next step. So here's what we have. Okay, the chicken wings are all seasoned, ready to go. So now I'm going to proceed with the next step. I'm using the air fryer by Power XL. Of course, it's not sponsored. This is what I used to do my chicken wings and any other stuff, right? So I'm going to use this tray. It has some holes in there, and it comes in 2 different racks. So this kind of helped me to actually speed up the process, because the usual air fryer that you open is usually one. All right, but with this one, because it has 2 straight, it makes me able to cook a whole lot more. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and place my chicken wings on here, and we're going to screw it in there. Okay, you want to kind of space it out, so put some right here. Like so, we almost done. I have a few more in here. Everything may not be able to fit, but that is okay. We can do that in 2 different batches. All right, so we have all our chicken in there. So all you're gonna do is just click on the tower, and I'll pick the chicken portion. It's at 370 degrees. Fahrenheit for 40 minutes. All right, so what I'm going to do while this is cooking, I will come and then turn it when it reaches 20 minutes or 15 minutes. Just that way both sides can cook very well. So now we want to start with doing the sauce for the chicken wings. So I'm going to put the unsalted butter here. So I'm going to do 2 different types of flavor, because the this right here, it is the mango habanero from Buffalo Wild Wings, and it's super spicy. My kids won't be able to handle that, especially my oldest son. So I'm going to do 2 different types of chicken wings. I'll do the flavor that I did yesterday that they enjoy. It's another version of the mango habanero, but it's lighter. It's this one that I use. It's mango habanero, ginger, and it's mango ginger habanero sauce. Okay, and then I mix it with some barbecue and everything, and that's what I use. So all I'm simply doing, this is already really good to go. The mango habanero from Buffalo Wild Wings, I'm just spraying some in here. All right, and if it's too high for myself, I'm just going to add some barbecue to it to tone down the spice, because it's very spicy. like super spicy. That's what I'm gonna end up doing. Alright, so this will go on few wings, and I'll do another one, the sauce that I actually did myself, and my kids love so much. So this really not much to it. So when it's like that, I'm just going to turn the fire off, and then I will show you how I spread it on my chicken wings. Alright, so I'm doing the second sauce now. I put again the unsalted butter on the side, and then with this one right here, let me show you guys how I did this yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and introduce this, okay, the picante sauce, which is hot, but it's not really not that hot. My son was able to handle it, so I'm going to put some generous amount in there based on the size of meat that I'm doing. Put some on here, stir it up. I actually lost the footage of after this step. Alright, so after stirring for 2 to 3 minutes, you go ahead and proceed to add your honey barbecue. I also use the Korean barbecue and a mango ginger habanero sauce. It's one container, so I put everything in there and I stir the same way for about 2 minutes, and it is done just like I did the previous one. Okay, so guys, here's how the chicken came. It is looking crispy, delicious. It took about 45 minutes in total. I added an additional 5 minutes, and this is how it looks like. You can eat the wings just like this. However, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 different kinds of flavor. One is my own special flavor, which is the barbecue with the mango habanero, and the other one is directly the mango habanero from the Buffalo Wild Wings sauce. Alright, so all you simply do, you simply take the wings and you add them to the bowl here, I mean to the skillet, and then we're just going to spread using our spreader. I don't know the right name for it, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to divide them in 2. I'm not going to put I'm not going to do too many of the mango habanero because my kids really don't like too much spicy. Me and my husband, we do, right? So I'm going to simply show you the different flavors, and then all I'll do, and bring it closer. All right, just going to, what I do, I simply turn it. Okay, just turn it up like that, and then I use this right here to spread it evenly on the wings. Alright, and then our wings are looking super delicious. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and transfer it over here once it's ready, and I'll repeat the process over again. Take this so you can go in all corners, and once it is well evenly spread, you can then move it to the next bowl. So I'll show you guys the finished look. So here is the mango habanero. It's spicy, y'all, and this is the barbecue mango with a splash of mango habanero on top of it, just to add a little kick to it. I'm doing the same process. Here it is. It is completely done. So what I end up doing, I put them again, as I was saying, in 2 different flavors. Those right here are the my special recipe, the barbecue with a little bit of the mango habanero, and this right here is specifically the mango habanero. Those right here, super spicy. So I didn't want to do too many of them because my kids won't eat it. And voila, use a little bit of French. You can eat it with blue cheese, or however you eat your chicken wings. And I'm going to go ahead and take a bite so I can show you guys. This is super delicious. Let me tell you guys something. If you buy this from Buffalo Wild Wings, I'm telling you, like 9 wings alone is about $16 or $12 or something like that. You can make this from home, save yourself some coins, honey, and enjoy this with your family. So let me show you out. So, moment of truth. I'm going to try this way. I'm gonna start with the barbecue mango habanero. Now, I tell you, my kids love this meal so much. They want to eat the remaining as breakfast. I told them no, delicious. Make sure you make this home, okay? Your kids, your family. It's great for parties. You're gonna love it. This is the mango habanero. This is the hot portion, okay? So be careful with this. It's good, but it's not as spicy as it was when we were in the time. So that's good. So whenever it cools down, it's not that spicy. Delicious. Bye.